our game, our approach, Piano Wizard Academy, actually shares many features of all of these. But the number one thing is there's interactive feedback on every note that you hit. You know you got it, right? You hear a sound, you see a game object explode or transform, and you know. Okay, that immediately makes it easier. We also make it into a very intuitive game interface going vertically. It's perfectly aligned. Your keyboard's here, the virtual keyboard's up here. It's a one-to-one correspondence. You hit the right notes at the right time, and literally in the first seconds, kids are playing the song, hitting 80-90% on their first try through. Okay, great. The challenge that the game really addresses is we want to get them off the game to the piano, to the sheet music, into really playing music. Music is the destination. This is a vehicle. So then we rotate the screen counterclockwise. Game objects are moving across. They see how music notation orientates pitch vertically and how the piano relates to that. And they're able to make that transition very smoothly. We frankly were stunned. We thought we'd have to do something really gradual. We just did this and the kids went like that. I get it. Boom. Then we take it to color-coded music notation, and we can put in fingerings, we can put in note names, and then we do that to take away the color coding, get them off that, and just see black notation streaming across. Always interactive. They're getting applause at the end. They're getting a score, right? And we have a whole video series that's like 15 minutes of coaching for the parent. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. This way, this way, this way, this way. And you show them where to put their fingers. You show them maybe how to sit. You giving you the coaching advice for them to make it a more musical experience, and give them a star for every level. And so the star is not in the game. It's actually on the sheet music. So the sheet music is always the destination, right? So you must understand this, that this is our agenda, is musical literacy. We want people to be able to read. But we approached it the way that we learned to read music, as the way we learn to speak our first language, then we read words we already know, then we learn grammar after we're already fluent in both of those. So we take this where they play the song, then recognize how it's represented in music notation, and then you add all the little theory that they might need for that. Okay, here's where your fingers go, these are the names of the notes, this is, a minor chord. We can coach you on that right beforehand, both in a video and then there's notes right next to the song. The final star, the 5-step, you give on their sheet music, and they have 5 stars on that piece of sheet music because they've mastered all 4 levels of the game, and they can read that sheet music, and this happens in like 15 minutes. The kids will go through 5 songs in an afternoon if you let them, right? Now, they're simple songs. It's a 2-note song, a 3-note song, a 5-note song. The 100th song is Beethoven's 5th Symphony for 2 hands, so it's very dense, when you get into it. But they go through it very systematically and quickly. The disadvantages of this would be if we had no other way to import other songs, and that's all you had to do. You had to just follow this curriculum, right? There's a lot of value in that. You go stepwise, right? Instead of starting here at musical notation, there's a step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5. I can read, okay? Anybody taking the stairs is going to be faster than somebody trying to scale the wall. That's just logic. That's the whole approach, is we're just making it in gradients, and we vary the views so that the repetition, which is the other secret, is not boring. It's varied, it's interesting, it's challenging to go that next repetition. That works. It works incredibly well, much, much better than I ever hoped it would. We have dramatic results, right? Even from kids with really challenges, special needs, autism, kids with ADD, Down syndrome. We didn't expect this, but we're really gratified in trying to explore that. All right, so we feel that this, on the price point, saves you about 2 years of piano lessons easily, right? And the first 2 years are usually the challenge, right? I mean, if you can get your kid to go through 2 years, they kind of have enough to keep going on their own if they're interested. But if it was just torture and they were doing it because you said to, I mean, they're just going to leave it. I mean, look how many people you know who had piano lessons as a kid and don't play at all. Right? So our goal is really that they learn to love it and they like it. The game allows you to import virtually any other song written in MIDI format, and there are literally millions out there on the internet. You can go and search your favorite pop song in the word MIDI, M-I-D-I, and you'll find a dozen websites with those files on them. Now that's a box of chocolates. Those files weren't created specifically for an easy arrangement or necessarily, but the point is you can download, you know, Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto or Piano Man by Billy Joel. It's all out there. You can plug it into the game and learn it. So that capacity, that infinite capacity to learn a new song once you've kind of mastered the 5-step process is really powerful. The other thing, the biggest advantage is practice. The practice is interactive. Only the other computer-generated programs have that kind of advantage, and most of them tend to gear more toward the theory first so that you can decipher and you can actually play. And that's a big disadvantage in our opinion because, again, the steps are much easier than just jumping up trying to hang on. So that's why we feel this is, you know, extremely powerful. Our results, again, are outstanding. You type into Google Piano Wizard Awards, Piano Wizard reviews, Piano Wizard testimonials. You'll just pages and pages of this. I mean, it's been out there, it's proven. Go to YouTube, type in Piano Wizard Academy, and just watch some of the results that people get. And these are like instant results and deep results. I mean, trust me, there are some that you will shed a tear. Very moving, and we've been very gratified to be a part of that. So I hope that gives you some sense of what else is out there.